Some days don't give you hope. They don't give you answers. They don't give you relief. They simply test how long you can keep standing when everything feels uncertain. Today may have been one of those days. You woke up knowing you had to face the same responsibilities again, the same pressure, the same unanswered questions, the same expectations that don't pause just because you feel tired. And even with that weight sitting on you, you didn't walk away. You stayed. That choice matters more than you think. You carried yourself through moments that felt emotionally heavy, conversations that drained you, situations that required patience you barely had left, thoughts that reminded you of how far you still feel from where you want to be, and yet you kept moving. That is not accidental, that is resilience. You may not feel proud of today. You may feel like you barely made it through. But barely making it through still means you made it. Survival doesn't need to look impressive to be powerful. It just needs consistency. There were moments today when quitting felt reasonable. Moments when you wondered if continuing makes sense. Moments when your mind tried to convince you that this effort is wasted. Those thoughts don't mean you're weak. They mean you're human. What matters is that you didn't let them decide for you. Strength doesn't always feel confident. Sometimes it feels like holding yourself together when everything inside you feels unsteady. Sometimes it feels like continuing without belief, just discipline. Sometimes it feels like staying when leaving would have been easier. That's what today required from you. You may feel disappointed that progress still feels slow. You may feel frustrated that nothing seems to change. But survival is not standing still. Survival is protecting your future from collapsing under pressure. As long as you are breathing, your story is still open. You didn't need motivation today. You didn't need inspiration. You needed endurance, and you found it, even if it didn't feel strong in the moment. Quiet endurance is often what carries people through the hardest chapters of their lives. No one saw how hard today was for you. No one noticed the mental effort it took to stay calm. No one acknowledged the emotional control you had to maintain. But effort does not lose its value just because it goes unseen. You are building something inside yourself. Every difficult day you survive adds to your capacity. It teaches you how to stay grounded when things feel unstable. It teaches you how to function without certainty. It teaches you how to rely on yourself when reassurance is missing. These lessons don't feel good while you're learning them, but they last. You don't need to force positivity tonight. You don't need to tell yourself everything is okay. It's enough to admit that today was hard and that you endured it anyway. You stayed when giving up would have been easier. You continued when stopping felt logical. You didn't disappear from your own life. That matters. Tomorrow doesn't need to be perfect. Tomorrow doesn't need to bring answers. Tomorrow just needs you to still be here. And because you survived today, that possibility remains. Take a breath, slow down, let your body rest. You carried more than usual today, and you didn't break. That is strength, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. One day, you'll look back at days like this and understand their purpose. They weren't meant to defeat you. They were meant to prepare you. They were shaping your patience, your control, and your resilience. For now, let yourself rest knowing you did enough. You stayed. And staying is sometimes the hardest victory of all. Brother, like this video. Brother, subscribe to the channel and share this message.